So, Matt, season 2, I got a couple In Flames stories.
Okay.
And not what you think.
Okay.
But I'm only going to share one.
Okay.
Right now.
Right, all right. What?
Because this is a cold open, so we don't want to bore people. But the second one's a little risque. I'll wait a couple episodes, because we might get canceled if I bring that one.
Wow, I'm excited.
Yes. That's a little teaser. So the other day I had a dream. And there wasn't anything crazy about it, but the cool thing was I ended up playing guitar with In Flames.
Okay, reasonable. They've been changing out members quite a bit lately.
So, which was, it should be everybody's, everybody who likes In Flames. That'd be pretty cool. Ultimate dream.
Yeah.
But actually afterwards, Bjorn and Anders both looked at me with this grave face and said, "You're not very good." So quickly turned into a nightmare.
Oh my God, that is just like, oh man.
And I was pretty depressed, and so I told my wife about it. And she's like, "Figures you have like the ultimate dream for somebody like you, and it turns into a shit show."
I know. So, even in your dreams, you don't have confidence in your playing ability.
So there you go. Thanks, In Flames.
I guess you're a almost guitarist.
Yeah.
Almost Gamers.
Heyo, 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 heyo! Welcome to season 2! Can you believe it? Andrew, Ant-Man, Anderton! We are doing a second round of these insane podcast episodes.
Hey, we're gonna ramp it up.
Yeah, that's right. Season 2 is gonna be bigger, badder, bolder, and more naked. Woo!
Oh boy. You caught me off surprise with that one.
That's the plan.
All right.
So yeah, been a little whiles. Took a little break, but only from the podcasting. We have been busy building up our YouTube channel.
That's right.
I've been doing some Matty Flames plays, which
And
is
I
where
highly recommend it.
Yeah, well, thank you.
You're very good at it.
You can watch me
Not the gaming.
You watch me very much stumble through some playthroughs of various games. I try to keep them kind of short, nothing like a 4-hour thing. Just, me, Keller commentating as I actually kind of almost kick some ass in Hades.
You do.
Mm-hmm.
I'll
I
give you
beat the bosses.
Good.
Although, I had God mode on. That's all right.
What's God mode again?
It just decreases the damage against you. So it makes it a little easier, which I need because I suck. But I have fun. That's all that matters when it comes to gaming.
That's what we're about as gamers.
Mm-hmm.
Fun.
Mm-hmm.
Fun first.
And also, hopefully, by the time this episode airs, we should have a new segment called Couchable, which is me and the Ant-Man sitting on the couch and doing some co-op gaming.
Hopefully.
So look for that. If not up, it'll be up soon. Mm-hmm. And then I have a super secret episode that I'm working on that even Ant-Man doesn't know about.
No, I don't.
It might rhyme with Caulfout Grumangus. All right. Anyway, so yeah, please go over to our YouTube channel. You can find this and other videos in full animatronic motion.
We're here.
Woo! If you notice this season, by Andy's suggestion, we got a little more mood lighting.
I think I like it.
Yeah, I always went with a sterile, dentist office before because I thought that was just easiest. Yeah. Now I'm getting a little more confident in our videoing, and I feel like this is a little cooler. This is more how we hang.
Yeah, this is kind of our vibe.
Yeah, this is our vibe. Nice and dark.
Yeah, I like it.
Moody.
But if you don't like it, tell us.
Yeah, let us know. Pick a color. We have, we go on our Reddit thread. I'll throw up another poll that no one will respond to, and you can pick the lighting scheme of our next episode.
Yeah, right.
Fun for everyone.
It's great.
Speaking of Reddit, please go to our Reddit, check us out, join us in the community.
Not just Steve Miller.
Yeah, not just. I mean, we love you, Steve Miller. Thank you for being our one and only who has joined us there.
Super fan.
Yeah, hang out with us. We like friends.
Woo.
Let's give the first ever of season 2. Moving on.
What Yinz Playin?
Okay, and we're back with the segment of What Yinz Playing. And you notice for this segment, we are full voice.
Yeah, believe it or not, we fucked up the first part.
May have forgot to record it off the microphones, but you know what? It's fine. You can't. You got to start. You got to grow as the season builds. You can't just start off with magic. Right. You have to.
We're sophomores, right? You can't find your way to the classroom.
Sophomore album always sucks.
Yeah, right.
All right.
Okay.
So it's been a while. So I feel like we both have a bunch of Yinz been playing.
Yeah.
I might even leave off some so I have room for next time because I've been busy gaming because I haven't been busy doing anything else. That's all right. It's for you folks.
If you subscribe, he could stay.
Yes,
gaming.
That's right. That's right, people. Keep me on that couch. All right, Andrew. Do you want to start? You want me to start?
You can start.
I'll start with an easy one.
Okay.
I played, as you obviously know now because I have a Maddie Flames Plays video up, I played Ender Magnolia.
Yeah, I was happy to see that.
I love it, man. It is. So this one has a difficulty slider. I don't know if you realized on that. You probably just played it.
I just
So
played.
You can kind of put it on easy mode.
I didn't
You
know.
can actually adjust you can fine tune like how much damage the enemies do.
Oh, wow.
Or how much they do to you, or how much the when you kind of hit stun, how long the stun lasts.
Oh.
So you can tweak all that. I have to admit, so kind of what I've been doing is just playing it on the normal easy. And if there's a boss pisses me off too long, I'll make it even easier.
Wow.
But that's what I need. That's what stopped me from playing the first game.
Well, that's why a lot of people fight for that kind of.
Because I couldn't get past the boss, and so now I can, and it has not ruined my enjoyment. It's absolutely increased my. There's another reason I'm playing the game.
Right.
So I love it. It's
Well,
really
I'm glad
good.
then. For you.
Yeah, I'll keep going. Oh, I guess so. This is Ender Magnolia. Isn't there a subtitle?
Yeah, there is. I can't remember.
It's the sequel to Ender Lilies.
Yeah, Ender Lilies.
And Ender Lilies was Quietus of the Night.
Yeah, Quietus.
And
That
Ender
one I remember.
Magnolia was something else. But a good game. You've beaten it,
Yes.
as I recall.
Yeah.
So I hope to maybe get there someday.
I hope you do.
But I'm enjoying it. The aesthetic, the music,
You love that.
fantastic. Good Castlevania.
Yeah, very Metroidvania.
Metroidvania. Thank you.
Castlevania. Too.
So yeah, there you go. That's my first.
Yeah, that's your
been there.
first one. When we left off, for me, I've been playing quite a little bit. Doom.
Oh yeah.
What is it called? Dark Ages.
Dark Ages. I said Eternal. This is wrong. Okay.
Yeah, I love it. Nothing's changed. I haven't been quite in the mood for it. I bought it because it was on sale, and I've been trying to force it a little. So I haven't. But everything about it is amazing, and every time I play it, I love it. I've been really in the mood for looting and collecting loot.
Okay.
Like that classic Diablo
Yeah,
game.
I agree that I haven't been in the mood for Doom in a while. I love the game.
Yeah.
It's a game that you have to be in the mood for that kind of a game. It's a very kind of specific itch that it scratches.
Yes. And I just haven't been in it. So lately, we're going to have to speed up because I can't remember a couple months ago what I was doing. But most recently, I haven't, but I've played probably like 20 hours. And it's absolutely worth the money. It's one of the best Dooms, and there's not much more to say about it. We've talked about it, so it's not
right.
Yeah, but yeah, that was one of the games, and then there's one other one for me. So if you want to keep going,
yeah, I will have a nice in-depth one here.
Okay.
Also, no surprise because it was on Maddie Flames Plays, but The Outer Worlds.
Yeah.
2. So this is Obsidian's follow-up to Outer Worlds 1, obviously.
Yeah.
Though it is kind of sad. I don't know if you heard in the news recently, they decided that they're not going to move forward with the series.
Oh, I didn't hear that.
Yeah, at least for the time being, this is it. It hasn't met expectations. The more likely they're going to move forward with Avowed, which also came out this year. It's weird that those two games both came out not this year, 2025.
Right.
But whatever. Yes. Overall, I'm enjoying it. I played a lot. I wish I knew the hour count. I bet I'm well over 40 hours into this game. Yeah. I maybe had like a third of it left to go, but then I got sidetracked with the unnamed project. But I hope to get back to it. I definitely will beat this game. I just don't know when I'll go back to it. But all right, let's go down. Here's it's been a while. Oh, dude, I got like 2.5 pages here.
I'll sit back.
So this The Outer Worlds 2 is available on all the systems you see listed right down here.
That's a long list.
I completely forgot to write that down. I know it is it's on Game Pass. So I have a feeling it might be an Xbox exclusive for the time being, but I am not sure.
Just a little bit of that's going to be news stuff, right?
Yeah. So it all right. It does have ultra wide support. I always like to talk about that.
Right.
And there aren't any options on the HUD to change it. Some let you decide if you have the HUD just like where it would be for normal screen. And the other just excess thing. It's weird. I've noticed now most games don't do that anymore. They just throw the HUD to the far corners, which I like, especially because with the curved screen. Again, we said it before. It feels like you had an actual what a HUD would be like in real life.
Yeah,
like the heads up display stuff is in your periphery, and just the actions front and center. I like that. Like you just got shoot and gun. If what's my health at? You can just kind of glance at the corner of your eye. I like it that way. I am playing it on GeForce Now. As I have been playing, a lot of games like that. I do recommend it runs very smooth if you turn on DLSS and frame generation. Just a little tip. Some people, there's a whole argument about that, but it runs smooth and looks great if you do that. Again, if you're someone using GeForce Now and is curious, some of the games, so these all run on servers. Some of the servers are to the old style where they're using like the 4000 series of NVIDIA cards. Some are using the 5000 series. Okay. They're kind of switching them all over. Only a few games now do it. Borderlands is one of the first ones to use the 5000 series. This is another one now does run on that. So meaning you're running the shit, if you will.
Nice.
I'm running about 100 to 150 FPS I'm hitting on this game consistently. So yeah, it's smooth as shit.
Yeah.
Looks fantastic running. I haven't had really any issues on that. So in that way, game runs smooth, which is important. Because remember, game don't run smooth. Game runs terrible. I stopped playing that game.
Yeah, I mean, that's the key right there, right?
Yes, sir. This is a role-playing game. Obviously, it's a first-person shooter, but in its heart, there's like a lot of Obsidian games. It is an RPG. And by that, I mean more than any other game I've ever played, you have to role-play. And I guess I should kind of explain that a little bit. So a lot of RPGs, the whole fantasy thing is you pick a character and you're supposed to be that character.
Right.
A lot of times, though, you can just whatever. You're just generic too. Like think about The Witcher. It's an RPG, but you're Geralt.
Yeah.
You're not limited. You're a dude with a sword, fighting sword and using magic.
Yeah.
You have a little control over the armor and kind of the skills.
Yeah.
That's for the most part, you're Geralt.
Yeah.
Geralt. Yeah. Wow. Woo! That kind of a day, folks. Anyways. But for a lot of RPGs, I've noticed, think about your skills. You're like, all right, this I'm going to start off, I'm going to be like a sneaky archer, or I'm going to be like a mage. But in general, though, you kind of spread your skills around everywhere,
right?
And have a little bit of a jack of all trades, master of none. And that's the way most RPGs go.
Yes.
So for this, you are very limited in your skill points. You can't do that. Or if you do try to do that, it's gonna be miserable. So you have to pick 3 to 5 skills to put your points into. 5 is even pushing it.
Wow.
And for a lot of people, I can see that's going to be limiting. Oh, you're not going to like it. It means like, all right, so if I don't, so it means I can't put any in the, if I want to be like a gunning guy who uses explosives and really hard in science, which is what I picked, I can't put any skills into lock picking at all or speech at all. And it's interesting, but it works. I'm telling you, if you're going to play this game, do that. Pick three, 4, maybe 5 skills and just do them and pick your character. So I kind of went with Indiana Jones type. Again, that's why I went for the, I don't know where explosives came from. I never use explosives in video games. You know that.
I was going to say, that's dangerous.
But I did guns in science and teamwork. So I'm all like, this belongs in a museum. And it has made it so much more fun and just works with the way this game kind of works. So typically you think about like Skyrim and stuff, like there's a door, right? And you can either lock pick your way in or maybe hack the door or maybe even punch the door or whatnot. Yeah. So there's always like one alternative. Yeah. And this, not always. There's going to be some spaces you're not going to be able to enter at all. Yeah. And you just kind of live with it. I mean, that's the way kind of life is. Yeah. Or there might be a person like that you think, well, obviously the way I'd want to do this would be to speech my way through it. Conversely, if you have high speech, that person might not be able to be talked out of it. There might be no option for that. And so because you're unlimited, you only have like 3 or 4 ways out of situations, lockpick, hack, or speech. If none of those work, maybe your only option is to just shoot the motherfucker in the head. And it seems weird, but that's, if that's your character because you're like a gun and shoot guy, then it makes sense in the role-playing thing, and that's what you kind of have to do in the game. So I made a lot of choices I would have normally done in video games. I preferred to sneak or whatnot because I didn't have the sneak and had the lockpick skill. I had to just like run and gun like my way through it. And it's weird, but it's like, you have to like stick to that character. Yeah. Now I never did a whole lot of murder like that, except for the kind of like bad guys. Right. But it's very neat, but it forces you into choices that you should make if you're role playing, but you wouldn't normally made if you're just doing. You're right. It's a true role playing. So Let me get into all that a little bit. Wow. There are also on that. I don't know if you've heard about. There's flaws in this game.
Yeah, I thought that was really neat.
The flaw system's pretty neat. So what happens is you don't really know when they're going to trigger. If you do a whole bunch of things, like if you steal a whole bunch of stuff, then it'll pop up. Oh, do you want to take the kleptomaniac? I think that's what I called flaw. What happens here is you automatically steal everything. Yeah. Without even having a choice about it. But it gives you a bonus. I can't remember what that is. So it's kind of like, but you can either decide to take it or not. You don't have to take that. So it's very interesting. One of the big ones I picked was I didn't write it down. Was it? Oh yeah, over it's over prepared. If you, like I do in every single shooting game that I play, shoot a couple bullets, reload. Shoot a couple bullets, reload. Yeah. It pops up. And what happens is if you take this flaw, you have an increased magazine slot size, but you get a minus 40% damage reduction for 8 seconds if you ever empty a mag. So it kind of like leans you into that play style even more. So if you are one who constantly reloads and you take that flaw, you have to thereon constant reload.
That's cool.
It is. It was really neat. So you never. People complain about the flaws, but you don't have to. You don't have to take them. You just ignore them. Right. Except if you take the flaw that makes you mandatorily automatically take all the flaws.
It's one of those. Wow.
But it even says when this flaw pops up, it says, "Don't take this for your first playthrough. It's going to make the game very hard."
Oh my goodness. That's awesome.
Yeah,
I like it. I like that idea.
It's pretty damn cool.
Yeah.
Now, when you're starting off so think about all this stuff when you're starting off playing your character. You kind of have to like do some research, look at all, figure out what you want to pick. Like I said, I went for the professor again. You can pick your background. I went for the professor. Mm-hmm. You can pick one trait or 2 traits and a disadvantage trait, which I ended up doing.
Wow.
Again, it's all because I kind of wanted to.
You really role play.
I went with brilliant, lucky, and sickly. Sickly was the bad thing.
Okay.
But what the game doesn't tell you, and I want to impart this to everyone, is that all of these things, including your background and your traits, even the bad ones, can affect shit as it happens in the game, like your choices. Like so my sickly is I have reduced maxed health. Because I picked that, I got to pick lucky too. So what will happen is in the game, some unique dialogue choices will pop up because I'm sickly. You're gonna be like, oh yeah, I know what it's like. I'm always near death or something like that. And it's very random. They're not always kind of handy, but there was an instance in the game where I had to pick between 2 terrible choices. I didn't want to do one or the other, but I was stuck because I didn't have the hacking or the speech skills. So I was, as a role-playing guy, I couldn't. I'm like, shit, this sucks. But I had the lucky trait. So I had a third option of just try hitting random buttons, which I did. I ended up getting like the best outcome possible.
Wow.
And I'm like, that's really cool.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah, they're neat for story choices, and I feel like, and I kind of roll with everything. I try not to save scum a whole lot. I just went with all these.
Yeah.
It was pretty cool.
Pretty cool. That sounds good.
Exploration was fun. They're not huge environments, but they're pretty big. They remind me about a lot about avowed size. Avowed size.
Yeah. You
go to these like biomes, like this planet. And you can explore that planet. Then you go to a space station. You go to another planet.
Yeah.
So it's open world, but in smaller, chopped up.
Kind of like Borderlands.
Yeah,
but worth exploring a little more.
It is worth exploring. There's a lot of places that are their own side quest. Like if you go over here and find this thing, that'll spin you off. That's a self-contained side quest in that area. So again, I kind of like that. I also want to. I don't know if you played the first one, right? Did you play?
I played like 20 minutes, maybe.
So a big thing with that, it had the time dilation device, which kind of was a bullet time.
Okay.
It made things slow down.
I vaguely remember that, yeah.
But in this game, there's other gadgets. They call them gadgets. There's other things like that as well. Mm-hmm. I completely forgot about the gadgets. I was about 13 hours in and I realized, I forgot I have this shit.
Right.
Mainly because I wasn't a huge fan of the time dilation device and because of my skill set, it wasn't very long or powerful. But I forgot I had this thing that I thought was just a shield against this poison. But no, it was also a shield against damage. So I played a large chunk of this game ignoring one of the main mechanics.
That'll do.
But I feel like it made me better at the game because I had to try harder.
Gotcha. All right.
So use your gadgets, folks.
Use them.
I don't know. I mean, that's like the dumbest knowledge I could possibly impart is use shit. But there you go.
Nice. Use your shit. Anymore.
Oh, another thing that's interesting is it definitely it does some RPG things that you wouldn't normally think. So typically, if you're trying to play the good guy, you're always a good guy. A lot of times you'll do a quest and it'll be if you're playing the bad guy, you can ask for more money.
Right.
If you're playing the good guy, you can be like, oh no, don't pay me anything.
Right. That's a classic.
Some of the NPCs get mad and suspicious of you if you do that.
Nice.
Because think in the real world, if you're
Yeah.
oh yeah, what do you really want, guys? So,
Right.
so again, you have to keep your character and kind of think about who you're talking to. So if they're part of the thief gang, ask for money, they'll be fine with that. If you don't ask for money, they're not going to like that.
No.
I thought that was really neat. That's something very different. My one complaint, though, is about the weapons. Well, not really. There's a lot of mods you can make to the weapons, and with your skills and your perks. It has perks just like Fallout games. And it can make it kind of complicated to figure out. There is a range you can go to try out your different guns. You know, I would like save, add some things, put on a perk, put on a mod, try the gun out the range. But as I realized, the range doesn't actually work. Like the damage numbers that pop up aren't the same as the real world numbers you went out to a real enemy.
Okay.
And I don't know why. What I recommend is Reddit is your friend, and maybe do some research there because they have worked out the math and the things. Because the game,
of course, Reddit.
The game just doesn't really explain a whole lot of that shit, and I've found very confused. So you know, sometimes so this the day and age we live up, you got to kind of look up shit if you want to. You know, me, I'm that's you know, I like to min max and just figure out my shit, but you don't have to. Obviously, you can just get a gun if you like it, fucking use it.
That's how I do it.
Or what I call it, some of it is just too unknowable.
Okay.
Yeah, and again, so and that goes right into the whole role play thing. Don't think about it. Like, hey, you're a brawler, use a shotgun,
Right.
in your fists, and be done with it. Don't think about anything else.
Yeah, that's a good way to go.
There was a time when I was able to actually talk myself out of a boss battle, which I was surprised at. And usually in a game, if you do that, cool, you don't have to fight the guy. You usually get the XP, though. I did get the XP, but you don't get the gear. You know, if you kill a guy, you get his gear. Right. In this game, he dropped it. So I still got the gear, which is neat, because that's a lot of times why I don't like to talk my way out of situations.
Yeah.
Either you don't get the XP or you don't get the gear. But in
Right.
this case, I got them both.
Wow.
And that's a nice thing they did there.
Yeah, it makes it
Yeah.
worth talking. Charisma, as
Yeah.
we say.
Yep. And one other shout out. One of the voiceovers. You know, I'll clock up and I'm walk talking to the guy, and I'm like, he sounds familiar.
I don't know.
I listen to him more, and I'm like, that's Dr. Venture from the Venture Brothers.
Don't know
And I
that.
looked it up, and it was James Urbanic, who does a lot of voices for the Venture Brothers, but mainly he plays Dr. Rusty Venture. So
Got it.
it was really, I know you don't care, but there's at least 6 other people in the world that will be very excited.
One of those 6 people probably listening to this right now.
Yes, I bet it's our Singaporean friends.
All right. Thank you.
So that's kind of it. I know I rambled a bit there, but I wanted to give my
It's
full
got a lot of
report.
good info.
It is an all through and through.
Are you going to finish it?
Good game. I will.
Are you close to finishing?
I think I only have about a third left of the game.
Nice. What's your review in progress?
8.5.
Out of 10?
Yeah, out of 10.
Nice.
Yeah, I think so.
That's a solid review.
Yeah.
I feel like it would be fun, but I'll never play it. But it sounds fun.
Yeah. Weight and inventory. I should have mentioned. Not even a thing. You
Yeah.
can pick up everything. The fuck
When
you
games
want.
do that, it's nice.
Yeah.
Sometimes-
It's
sometimes
very-
it's
it's just like a Valve in that way. There's not
It's
a whole lot
like,
to think
you know,
about.
do we really need to? I mean,
Everything is either
6 guns or 20 guns.
Yeah,
It
everything
doesn't
is
matter.
either a weapon, ammo for that weapon, or junk, more or less, or like a key item or something obvious. There's
Right.
no, there is a crafting mechanic, right?
Yeah.
But that doesn't it just uses money and blueprints. So yeah, it's simple inventory.
Yeah, that's nice.
Which is nice. Again, I like the games that have a more involved thing. This is not that game, and it's fine.
That's what I mean. It's sometimes it works, and it's nice in that way.
Yes.
All right. Cool.
There you go. Outer
Very cool.
Worlds 2. Matt gives
Deuce.
it a play.
All right.
All right, I think you had another one.
Well, actually, I remembered while we were talking, and I
Oh.
wrote it down. I did play a random ass game
That's
on
fun.
what?
Said that's fun.
Oh, I thought you said something smart.
That's right.
I was going to leave this podcast and be done, but now we're cool. I played a random game on Game Pass because my
Oh.
wife still owns it.
Still.
Season 2.
Wait, but
She's-
you bought Doom?
Yeah.
You know that's on Game Pass.
But I wanted to give them the money.
Good for you.
I wanted to support them.
My asshole over here, like, dude, you could have gotten it for free.
Yeah, believe me, I knew that, but I wanted to give them the money because I love.
I saw it was maybe
them
difficult
as a
logging
game
in
maker,
and whatnot.
even
Okay.
with their. We've talked about in the past with the creator, the music issue, but I still support the company overall. Id right?
and Bethesda.
and Bethesda. So I wanted to give them a little bit of money, but I don't want to give them all my money.
Cool, good for you.
But yeah, but she downgraded to the lower Game Pass. So there's some things she can't get.
Got it.
So she finally did that.
Okay.
That was her move. She said, "I'm going to keep
You don't
it."
get day one releases.
Exactly,
Yeah.
like in some really amazing games. But for the most part, everything is. It seems like everything's available. I haven't found too many games. And so one of the random games, and I convinced my daughter to play with me, was called Digging a Hole.
Okay, sounds fun.
And if you are planning to play this, I want to spoil a little bit for you.
Oh no.
So you turn off your radios. Boo. Anyway, digging a hole, Matt. What do you think that involves?
I'm gonna guess you just dig a hole.
Exactly.
Yeah. Is there like just one button you press or?
Pretty much.
Oh wow.
So you dig a hole, kind of like Minecraft. So it's kind of Minecraft adjacent.
Okay.
And then you collect, as you're digging, your hole in your backyard. So the premise of the story is you...
Wait. I'm sorry. There's a story.
There's a story.
Wow.
That's
All
why
right.
I'm going to ruin it for
All
everybody.
right.
So you buy a house. Well, there's a house for sale. And it says, if you buy this house, there's a big treasure in the backyard.
Oh. Okay.
And so you buy the house thinking you're going to get this massive treasure.
Right.
So you start digging a hole. And as you're digging... You have different parameters you have to keep track of. Like there's like you buy this shovel, which is called, I forget what it's called, but it has a battery. So you can run out of battery juice.
Your shovel can run out of battery.
Yeah, so it
makes
runs
perfect
on
sense.
battery.
Yep.
And so then you got to make money to upgrade your shovel. And then there's some other things you can upgrade. Oh yeah, you're like your backpack. And then you eventually get a rocket pack because your hole gets so deep you got to fly out of it.
Yes. Okay. That
So you got to upgrade your rocket.
all makes sense.
So to earn money, you eventually run into like coal. Early on, you run into coal and some other stone, and they're cheap, but you sell them. But all you have to do is go to your computer in your house and you sell your shit.
Online.
Yeah, it's instantaneous. You get your money, so you keep digging.
Okay.
You keep digging. Eventually, you get to like better stuff like copper, lead, or iron, similar to, like I said, Minecraft.
Okay.
And you keep digging, and you can find some cool shit. There's like this one tunnel that led to a minor treasure chest with good stuff like money to keep funding your dig.
Okay.
So it turns out, I'll just kind of speed this up, but it turns out you can dig all the way down, and then eventually you get to this area where there's tunnels, and you find these giant moles. Okay?
Oh. Okay.
And so it becomes kind of a horror game because
what?
these giant moles are creepy as shit.
How into the game? Like 10 minutes, an hour?
I think I beat the game.
Okay.
And it took me all of probably like one day of like, I played quite a bit. So we'll just say maybe like 4 or 5 hours.
Okay.
So I dug all the way. I kept digging and I was like, I'm going to get to the bottom of this shit. So I got to the bottom. You get into this mold.
Is Liana, your daughter, playing this with you?
Not
or
at this point.
She's gone at this point.
Yeah.
She's like, yeah, dad, this
Well,
sucks.
she played it and she kind of got bored of it. Reasonable.
Right.
I played it while she was at school because I was like, I want to see where this goes.
Okay.
I'm curious. Yeah. And so that's when one day I was like, I'm just going to play this pretty much the whole time she's at school like a good dad.
Yep. Well, you're both learning.
Yeah. And so I dug and I got to this area and it's like a cave system. And there's these giant moles, probably like, it's first person. So it's hard to say how big they are, but they're kind of like the size of maybe you're like an elephant.
Okay.
If you're Trying to keep tabs.
Go ahead, keep going, but I gotta look up because I need to see the visuals here.
So, the moles are stupid and they just walk around, but you gotta dodge the moles to get to the treasure, right? So I dodged the first mole, and I'm like, cool. I'm like, wow, I got past him. It's pretty intimidating because you hear, he sounds a lot like the Balrog from Lord of the Rings. Look it up if you don't know.
Oh, this is less Minecrafty visual than I thought.
It's not like, looks like Minecraft, but you dig, and there's shit.
Oh, all right.
So you gotta, then there's another mole. I hear another mole, so I gotta dodge that mole. And then you keep dodging them, and a couple times I did die one time, but then you start back over at the top, and then you can get back down. I think you lose your money or whatever.
No, but you don't have to redig the hole.
No, the hole's still there. So eventually I get to the treasure, and it turns out I open the treasure. Guess what's inside the treasure?
Another hole?
No. That's an interesting guess. Nothing. Oh. So then you turn around and the moles are all surrounded you and eat you, essentially.
Okay.
So the whole premise is they're feeding the moles. And so they convince people to look for this treasure.
Wow.
To go down there.
I wouldn't have
and get eaten by moles.
And that was the end?
That was the end.
I would not expect a game like that to have a twist ending.
So there you go.
You ruined the game.
I told you to turn this off if you wanted to play that.
No one listening right now has any interest in playing that game, I assure you.
I don't have interest in it.
I bet you weren't expecting that, huh?
No, I was not.
Yeah. Well,
and actually, I had to look it up because I was like, what the fuck happened?
I did something wrong?
Exactly.
Yeah.
And it was on a Reddit. I think I saw somebody explain the whole thing.
Hey. If you haven't gathered yet, I'm a little mad at Ant-Man because he is not. He has no idea how to join Reddit. He has not joined Reddit. He has not contributed, obviously, to our own Reddit thread. But we'll get there someday. We'll learn him the internets.
After this, I'm gonna contribute something.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna tell you what.
Yeah,
might be dirty.
Well, speaking of holes, I played Ball X Pit, or however you say it, Ball Pit.
Did you figure that out?
Pit. It's interesting. It's interesting you say that because I didn't at first.
Yeah.
Okay.
You said something about Japan.
What?
No.
Japan?
Yeah, you said Japan likes the X.
Oh, you mean did I figure out how to say the name of the game? I thought you meant did I figure out how to play the game?
Jeez.
Yes. Okay. Sorry. Woo! No, I did not figure it out. I meant to look it up. But no, I haven't figured out how to say the X. Yeah. If it is just ball versus pit or just ball pit. I don't know. But all right, so believe it or not, that game actually has ultra wide support, which you wouldn't suspect. Although it doesn't really take up the whole screen because but it kind of uses the whole screen. Like some of the modifiers are on the edge. It's neat.
Fair.
My one thing is you can change the font between the 16-bit, which is the natural, or turn it to HD. I don't know if you noticed that, but I could not read that fucking original font. It was very granular, and
I didn't notice.
It bothered me. Whatever. So I played that game. I was playing for about an hour. It's neat. So it is kind of a combination between city builder and what you had said, pinball plus Vampire Survivors. Is that how you described it?
Maybe.
I don't know. You use the word pinball.
Yeah, pinball. Yeah. I did use pinball.
I didn't understand. I'm like, what the fuck is he talking about?
Oh, really?
And I struggled for like an hour. I'm like, was incrementally getting a little bit stronger. I couldn't afford anything in my town, so I was very slowly buying money.
Yeah.
And I'm like, what the fuck is going on? And then I accidentally turned and realized you can aim your ball not just forward, but yeah, I know. It's the main premise of the fucking game, and I didn't realize that for an hour, dude.
Jesus Christ.
Like, you can even, so now I realize, you can go up in and have the ball bounce around, kind of like alleyway.
Right.
Yeah, and that's the whole fucking point. Yeah, dude, I didn't know that at first. I was just going left and right, side to side. I thought you could only strafe. I didn't realize you could, yeah.
Changed the whole dynamic.
Yes, it really did.
Did you play more?
I played a lot more. I
okay.
enjoyed it. It's been a while since I went back to it. It's a good, just quick, fun, easy game.
Actually, that's one of the few games that wasn't accessible anymore. I was going to play a little more myself.
Oh, really? That one?
Either it left Game Pass or it wasn't accessible.
Ooh, it may have left.
But I was sad because I was.
Been a while.
The one day I was like,
check.
I want to go back to that a little bit.
That can't be much. It'd be like a $5 game,
Yeah,
right?
I might buy it on Steam because it's on my Steam list.
I'm not that far.
I mean, me and Leona didn't do much, but she actually wanted to. Oddly enough, she wanted to play it.
Oh, really?
And I told her.
Did she figure? Yeah, obviously she figured. it out.
She dominated.
I don't know why, man. Yeah, whatever.
Yeah, so. Well, that's why we're almost gamers,
Yeah,
right?
exactly.
We kind of almost.
I kind of wish that moment had been on camera.
That would have been funny.
It dawned on me like,
You got to start filming yourself more, man.
Yeah.
People want to see you.
So that reminds me, I don't know if you remember, of a People Can Fly game, Outriders.
Oh.
Remember, you went through a very large part of that game without knowing there was like that ground pound mechanic?
Yes.
It was like a whole ability class that you just didn't know.
No, I remember. Yeah, I did not know.
So, it happens all the time.
Oh, yeah. That opens quite a bit. Absolutely. All right. So, back to you. What else? I think you got one more for us. Just one quickish one because there's not much to talk about. So, I told you, I don't know when, but I told you I was in the looter type mood.
Yeah, you were.
And I was desperate.
Thief, you.
Yep. I was desperately looking, and something came on Game Pass recently, and I said, all right, I'll bite a little bit. Diablo 2, speaking of Diablo games, Resurrected. They did the remake, or whatever they call them.
No, I don't.
You don't remember that?
I don't remember. I forgot.
Yeah.
Wow.
They just updated all the graphics.
Yeah.
Some quality of life thing. Kind of like Oblivion.
Okay, cool.
But before Oblivion happened.
Yeah.
So I was just like, I remember playing a little bit of it, and I remember loving the Necromancer class because I thought it was so cool to like raise
that was
all
one
these.
of the later. Was that an expansion? I think.
No, I think Necromancer was on the
You're
original.
right. I think it was. Yeah, I think.
But
two
with
it was.
Diablo 4, it was an expansion.
Yeah.
Because people wanted it so much.
Yeah, I think you're right. Yeah.
And I love it, but it was hard to get into because the same reason I didn't get into Oblivion. I tried Oblivion a little bit, but then I remember like, oh, this is why. It's not all about graphics. It's like sometimes it's just like, this is why I loved Skyrim better than Oblivion. Like it kind of reminded me of that
quality of life.
Just
things.
like combat was a little bit.
Sometimes
better.
it's hard to go back to old games.
Yeah.
You might need to mod them. Wink, wink. See a certain maybe video coming out soon.
Ooh. But yeah, I think I know what you're going with that. I think I figured out your little
light bulb. I'm gonna make a light bulb on your head right here.
But yeah, there's an element of I'm not super invested, but I just there's nothing. I wanted to play. There was another one that got really high reviews, but they were bought out by somebody, and they said they weren't going to do any transactions. But now they're just starting to do transactions. Do you know? Does that sound familiar?
What?
Diablo style game came out recently. I should have.
Pillars of Eternity? Not Pillars of Eternity. Path of Exile.
No, similar. It's like Arcana. No. Yeah, whatever. But there was a couple games. And then I was just like, I have to pay good money, and was like, well, it's on Game Pass. So anyway, not the greatest review for Diablo 2, but it does hold up. It's still pretty fantastic.
Yeah, it's old.
It's old. And I almost went back to Diablo 4, but I think I'm gonna hold it. I might go back.
Is their newest expansion out?
No, I think I'm gonna wait. Okay. That's in March.
Okay,
so I might go back.
Maybe we should couch a bullet.
Yeah, that'd
be cool, huh?
Yeah.
All right.
I was thinking.
We'll do it for you.
Maybe we'll spend the money and get the expansion because the Paladin's coming out.
Yeah,
that's the new class. So yeah. I don't know. But Diablo 2 is still fun. I'm having a little bit of fun.
Yeah.
It's scratching at you a little bit. Loot is pretty stingy in there. You're surprised how stingy loot is. Like, there's not a lot of fun loot early on.
This is like Borderlands 3 situation, huh? Or no, wait, no, opposite.
Borderlands 3 had too much.
Too much loot.
I don't know. Either way, it's a little different, but the graphic, I'll say they did it plays like a new game. I mean, it looks like a new game, I should say, graphically.
Oh, okay.
Which is nice.
Yeah.
That was a big reason. I
no idea when this, yeah.
It'll say right here.
Yeah, I'll say it right there. Yeah. Well, it would have said it earlier.
Yeah.
I'll throw it up again now.
Yeah.
Man, I got to watch this whole video to find these little damn edits I got to make.
Good job, stuff, man.
People just listening are like, nah, give a fuck.
Yeah. If you listen to the podcast, you don't give a shit about all these stupid little graphics. Yeah. So I actually own Diablo 2 technically on Steam. And I've gone back and tried to play, but the graphics, the graphics are a little rough. And I mean, like, they're not, and clearly they're not the most important thing, but sometimes it does take you out of the game a little bit.
Yeah.
So, but I'm enjoying it. And that's what I played it right before I came over a little bit.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, I'm in Act 2. I don't know how many acts there are.
Yeah, I definitely don't remember.
Did you beat?
I don't know that I ever beat 2.
I know one you beat, right?
Yeah, right. You can. Like, it is beatable.
I think
you
you
get
eventually
Diablo.
faced Diablo,
Yeah.
I never beat it 1. The only ones I beat were 3 and 4. Did you beat 4?
Didn't we beat it together?
Did we? Who knows?
I just feel like that happened, but I'm not entirely sure.
Well, whatever.
But
But
happens.
that's all I got.
All right.
I got to look up that game while you're talking.
Yeah. I got a quickie here.
Okay.
So this was also on Game Pass. I was just looking for something different to play.
Mm-hmm.
And I heard a lot of good things about Pacific Drive.
Okay.
Have you heard about this car? You're driving. You're in like an old beat up station wagon.
Okay.
You kind of fix it up. There's a lot of paranormal stuff going on.
Mm-hmm.
Also has like a Ghostbusters feel to it. This also has ultra wide support. I tried playing it on just my laptop.
Okay.
But it was running so poorly. It was under like 30 FPS, and I was getting motion sickness out of it. So I ended up just doing it on. I'm 90% sure I played a Game Pass. I didn't write it down, but I know I couldn't do it on my lappy. So, anyways, I don't think it's a fault of the developer. Just my it's a pretty high fidelity game, and my laptop's getting on in years. I don't want to put it in a home, but no, I can't get a new one because, as we discussed, tech's expensive.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, new lappies are like in the thousands of dollars.
Wow.
So I'll stick with my GeForce Now subscription. Thank you very much. So the game kind of has a slow start. Mainly because there's like a whole large tutorial section, but it does kind of help build up the atmosphere of the game. It is skippable. So this is one of those games where you want to restart and you can skip that whole first section if you want. I like that in games. I love the atmosphere. I love the kind of the music, the whole vibe of the game. I was really liking, but it is very detailed. Is very complex systems. It's almost a sim, and it's very much so a survival kind of type game where you go out, find resources, don't want to go too far because you might die, then go back to home base, build up your shit, go back out, find more resources. It's kind of that kind of a loop, and that is not my kind of a game. It was neat. I can see it's for a lot of people. But it wasn't for me. Mm-hmm. I wish it kind of was, 'cause I really liked a lot about it, the whole vibe and feel. But it just
didn't click.
Yeah, it didn't click with me, so I gave up on it. But if that kind of appeals to you, please check it out. That is Pacific Drive, and it is available on at least Xbox and definitely on Game Pass currently. Wow. So and other systems, which will be yet again, as we say, popped up there. We'll do better next time, we swear, folks.
We won't. And real quick, the game I was thinking.
Oh, yeah.
Before, so we don't have to do a respawn on it. Thankfully.
Live action respawn.
Yeah, right. Last Epoch.
Oh, that sounds familiar. Oh, yes. I want to say Scott, Penn Scott, who I've told him he is Penn Scott. Oh, and
Is he going to make us a custom pen?
I told him that I lost the pen. He was a little sad, but he's going to make me a new one.
Oh.
But he's in a transitional period. He's moving houses, so we got to wait.
Oh, his pen factory.
Yes, and I might be the one having to help him move the lathe, which he uses to make these pens.
How much does that weigh?
A lot. I'm thinking a lot. It's funny because now I'm just thinking about it. It's like, well, we're not moving the fridge or the washing machine. I'm like, cool. But I just realized, but he's probably going to take that lathe with him.
Yeah.
Damn it, Scott.
You better make a good ass pen.
Anyways, where were we?
Last Epoch.
Oh, yes. I remember him talking about that game a lot.
Yeah.
And I don't remember if it was favorable or unfavorable. I cannot remember.
Well, the reviews. So basically, I'm on Steam right now, and overall, it's very positive.
I thought he really liked it. Is it?
But the most recent is mixed because and I read a lot of them. Like I said, they were bought out by a company that is slowly transitioning. They started it as an AARPG, or not AA, just ARPG.
Now, was it fully released, still in beta?
I think it was fully released.
Okay.
But I think they released, and their whole thing was a love letter, Diablo fans, like a very nice, no transactions, just a good classic experience. But now, I guess the company that bought them is starting to introduce those transactions, and people are pissed because they started. The whole vibe was to be not that. And now,
Okay, and not cosmetic transactions, but
well, I think mostly, maybe. I don't know. You'll probably have to read the reviews.
Okay.
I don't. It might be something to research, but I gathered it sounded like it could just be just any transaction. Sounded like they're just turning over a new leaf, and it's not the one people thought it was going to be. Okay. So. And it could just also be review bombing. I don't know. Maybe they hate them just to hate them. Maybe it's not that bad.
right, and people don't like change.
Yeah.
But a big company.
And I was a little skeptical in it. It's still full price, and I was like, I'm not going to spend. I was
let's research a bit. Maybe
Yeah.
ask Scotty Too Hottie.
yeah, see if he.
Maybe get him on here.
Yeah, Scott.
Well, maybe this season we should have some more guests.
Maybe.
Now that we're big and famous
Yeah, I'm sure people are itching
worldwide.
to get on this show. Right? Yeah, well, I'm interested to hear a real person talk about it, not some review bomb.
That's right.
Fucker.
That's right. We bring you truth.
All right.
All right, so I think that's it for what Yinz playing, huh?
That's a long one.
Okay, so in lieu of an actual boss battle today, we are going to send you to a brand new video in which I am going to be... What exactly am I going to be doing there, Andrew?
Well, I guess the best way to say it is you're taking a tour / reacting to the castle. I've talked about in season 1 quite a bit.
The very early in season 1, even. Yeah.
The castle that I have built in Minecraft.
Are there going to be turtles, Andy?
Could be.
We've been asking the questions
You'll have
since
to
like
check.
episode 3.
Yeah. The
About your-
turtles. Are there turtles?
Right.
We'll find out, maybe.
So, folks, to see about that, go ahead check out our
YouTube.
YouTube channel.
Welcome to Matthew's Equipment Emporium.
Ready, Andrew?
I'm ready. I think. Wait, why are you a vampire?
Welcome to my emporium.
Is this your official cloak?
Well, there was a previous episode where I was actually wearing a cape.
Oh,
Because I'm evil. For some reason, we decided.
okay.
And Andy, today, we're going to talk a little bit about history
Oh, boy.
of video gaming.
And what kind of history?
That's why I'm wearing the glasses.
Oh, you do look smarter.
That's right. I'm very smart today.
Mm.
So, one thing that gets thrown around a lot is console generations.
Oh,
Do you know what current console?
I'll answer that. No.
It's funny because I always forget it. I always have to look it up.
Yeah.
So today's current console generation, if you will,
Okay.
we say we're on the 9th. So that is the Xbox Series X/S or the PlayStation 5. The way I think about console generations is that the Xbox, the PlayStation debuted in the 5th. So count the PlayStation numbers, add 4.
Ah.
An easy way to figure it out. So folks, we're going to talk about console generations.
Got it.
So usually when we talk about generations, it's not a hard and fast thing, but it's kind of an established thing. So the gaming consoles, not PCs or handhelds, they tend to follow generational improvements,
Right.
if you will. So we're going to go through the history of those from number 1 to number 9.
Wow.
And just kind of, talk about how hardware
That's changed.
has generated
Ooh.
since the olden days.
Ooh, get ready.
So one of the reasons I try to count backwards or forwards to try to figure out where we're at, but it's the first generation that I never remember because these are old school. We're talking like, what's the first console? Think about it. What's the first video game console you think about when you think about it in your head?
First one for me would be Atari.
Specifically the Atari 2600.
Probably.
That was the one that looked like wood grain.
Yeah, the wood grain.
That
yeah,
one.
Yeah.
Yeah, that to me too. But there actually was a whole generation before that.
Yeah.
And that was the Odyssey, the Coleco Telstar, not the Coleco you're thinking of. So these are these are pre. Like the Magnavox Odyssey, here's the controller here. Wow. It looks like a box.
That's pretty
With
cool.
2 knobs on it. And it had a couple of games, but one of its most famous games, if you will, is here this is kind of funny. So
Pong.
It wasn't Pong though.
Oh, this is early Pong.
Well, Pong, believe it or not, eventually got copywritten and was released by Atari as its own console.
Right.
Like you bought a console by Atari just to play Pong. For those of you who don't know, and you're too young, fuck you. First of all. I mean, we're even too young to know that.
Yeah.
It's just, I'll throw it up on screen. It's basically 2 blocks going back and forth between 2 lines.
Yeah.
That's all there is to it. The Odyssey's version of it, I believe, was called Tabletop Tennis. Yeah.
Ah.
Yes. So, but it was basically Pong.
Yeah.
So that is the first generation, are games that were barely games. But at the time, obviously, they were groundbreaking. And these were in the late 70s.
Okay.
Okay?
Got it.
So, enter the second generation of games, which is also... so the Atari 2600 is the big one.
Okay.
This also includes the Odyssey 2, and then the Intellivision and the ColecoVision. Those were kind of the competitors to the Atari that never made it any farther, and they went under there.
Right.
So the Atari 2600, as I said, it was the wood grain thing. It had your stereotypical joystick.
Yeah,
square with a red button and a stick in the center.
Oh, yeah.
That was it.
That's it. That's all you needed.
And it had your classic, when you think Atari games,
Right.
It had Space Invaders, it had Pac-Man, it had the nebulous E.T.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
E.T.
So, yeah, you're talking about classic games.
Yeah, that's it.
And this was actually the Atari 2600 was released in 1982.
Wow.
Yeah.
I wasn't even really
Yeah, I
born
was
technically.
yeah. Oh yeah, yeah.
I was
You were
at the end of the year I was born.
okay. So you were.
I was basically it was 83.
I bet
it was
you
4 days before
I bet you were
83.
gaming. Somehow you got a console
Yeah.
in there. Yeah, in the womb, just like pushing.
I was a
pushing
gamer early on. That's for sure. As far as I can remember, I loved games.
There you go. Do you have any? So you have some memories with the old Atari?
Oh yeah, me and my brother, we used to play
Did you
Space
have one?
Invaders. Yeah.
Oh no way!
And my brother and I would play Space Invaders, and I remember if we beat a level, we'd hug each other. I don't know why. We would just be like,
Such a nice memory.
yeah. It was one of my nice memories. Me and my brother, we would play, and then like we'd beat a level, and those little fuckers would come down. But we'd beat it, and then we'd
nice.
hug.
Yeah, I've got a lot of good memories. Me and Haley talked about when she was a guest on the thing that those early console generations. We didn't own one, but there was a member of the family that was like, the well-off
the one
member.
person that has
so
some money.
And I'm pretty sure that was my cousin Mikey, R.I.P. Bud, miss you.
I'm sorry to hear that.
Who had the Atari 2600?
Drink one for Uncle. Is it Uncle? No,
No, he was just cousin.
he's just cousin Mikey.
Cousin Mikey.
Cousin Mikey. Sorry.
As I'm saying this out loud, though, was it him or was it? Well, I'm pretty sure he had one. Yeah.
Yeah, we'll go with it.
Yeah. Either way, miss you, Bud.
Yeah, either way.
Because, all right. So, all right, let's jump forward a little bit into the 1980s, the mid.
That's where
now
it
this
started
is
to
where
take
it
off.
really starts. This
Yeah.
is the third generation of consoles, and when people think about consoles, this is really where I think it starts.
Absolutely.
So this includes the Nintendo Entertainment System,
Which everybody.
known in Japan as the Famicom.
Really?
Yeah, for a lot of these generations, there were very different names around the world. Actually, depending on whether in Europe or America or Japan, what they were called.
And what did they say? NES, right?
NES was how they said it in
Yeah,
Great
I remember from
Britain.
season 1.
Season 1,
Listen to it.
flashback. And this was the Atari 7800, which had like the paddle controller. I kind of remember that.
Oh, yeah, I
controller.
do remember that, but I never owned
No,
that.
I don't even know when they had that. This is where Atari started to tank a
Drop
little
off,
bit.
yeah.
And the other, so this is also known as the 8-bit generation.
Okay.
I remember the 8-bit, 16-bit, 32-bit.
Yeah.
Now, it's interesting to me because that number doesn't actually mean anything.
Okay.
I always wonder, like, well, 8 bits of what? It's nothing. It's just kind of a standard colloquial, if you will, like rating system. These were 8-bit games.
Gotcha.
It kind of builds off of the whole 8 bits is a byte. It's computer jargon, but really it was just kind of like a ranking system.
Right.
So 16-bit was double the 8-bit. Not really. It was just the next generation.
Right, I get it.
That's what that really means. But in this is also the Master System. Yes, you gave me that look because the Master System was technically the first Sega system.
Oh, I didn't know
That's
that.
funny. Yeah, because most people think about a Sega Genesis.
Yeah.
Which is, kind of weird. But what happened there was the Sega, even though it came out in Japan a lot earlier, it didn't come to the U.S. until 86. And like just about 2 years later, the next console generation released, and so did the Sega Genesis. So most people don't even, like I don't even remember the Sega Master System. You can take a look at it. Yeah, no, I don't know anyone has it. I wasn't even aware of it. I didn't even realize the Sega Genesis was a second thing. Like I thought it was just bam, Sega came out of nowhere
Yeah, I thought
and released
Sega
the Genesis.
Genesis,
But
yeah.
no, they had a whole thing before it.
Makes kind of sense, to be honest.
Yeah. So that brings us to the fourth generation. And this is in the late 80s. And this is where shit got real. This was the 16-bit. This was the original
16-bit,
console wars, man.
Yeah,
this
it really
is where
was.
shit happened.
Oh, yeah.
So you obviously had the aforementioned Genesis by Sega. Which was also known as the Sega Mega Drive. Basically anywhere that wasn't the U.S.
Right.
And then we have the Super Nintendo. Or the Super NES, Super NES, SNES.
SNES, yeah.
SNES. And then you also have things like the TurboGrafx 16.
Yeah.
And the Neo Geo.
I remember that.
Which I kind of remember.
I don't know anybody who owned it.
Yeah, me either. They were very interesting. So I don't know if you know much. I think I knew a friend of a friend that had a TurboGrafx 16. So these were all ROM-based games. It's hard to describe to people what is game cartridges.
Yeah.
If you ever seen a Super Nintendo or Nintendo, there's this big-ass plastic thing that they plugged it and shoved it into the top.
Right.
That's how the game worked. The advantage of that, as opposed to what we use nowadays, even software-wise, is they were very fast.
Yeah.
So they just loaded up real quick. So yeah, I knew someone had a TurboGrafx 16. I remember them kind of looking like they look like RAM chips now. What a RAM chip looks now. I remember this was a TurboGrafx game.
Neat.
I had never seen a Neo Geo cartridge until a few years ago.
Okay.
Because I watched the whole kind of history of it.
You're right.
And so the whole thing with the Neo Geo was it was basically arcade games.
Oh, yeah.
You could play at home. Now, this is funny because back in the day, like the arcade games were huge, powerful machines, and they're always better graphics.
Right.
And when they ported them to these even 16-bit systems,
Right,
they
they
kind of sucked. Like Street Fighter and Super Street Fighter Turbo
Right.
wasn't as good on the SNES even. But the Neo Geo, they were as good. The reason being they took the entire motherboard of the arcade game and made it into a cartridge and put it, and that's what the games were. Dude, they were huge. They were apparently like a foot by a foot and a half.
Wow.
They were like these, it was basically plugging a motherboard. That's picture a motherboard.
Yeah.
That was the cartridge for a Neo Geo.
That's pretty cool.
Insane.
That is insane.
But yeah, they were insanely priced. Like, I didn't have any.
There's a guy on YouTube, and I don't remember his name, but he repairs stuff, and I like watching it because he repairs a lot of old video game systems.
Oh, neat.
And he did, I forgot, he did do a, Neo Geo? Neo Geo, and he did because it's very rare, and he repaired it, and I remember the cartridge was massive, and he repaired, like, I forget, but he ended up making it work.
New caps and shit.
Yeah. But it was interesting. But yeah, I forgot about that. That is crazy.
All right. So yeah, there that was your 16-bit generation.
That was an intense generation.
Yes, it was. Now let's move up to the 5th, which is sometimes called 32-bit, but by that point we kind of stopped using that.
Yeah.
Now I should say between these generations there was those weird in-betweener stuff like because now we're starting to get into the optical media. So things when I go into the game cartridges.
Sega CD.
They start to use CDs, and there was a Sega CD. And remember the Sega 32X?
Yeah.
So basically they're
Dreamcast. No, that's a little bit later.
It's a little bit later.
Okay.
So these were ways for these old consoles to kind of upgrade without upgrading.
Right.
But it cost so much that...
Was there a Jaguar?
So that's the Jaguar is technically the whole 5th generation.
Oh, okay.
5th generation is the Jaguar.
Sorry.
The Sega Saturn. Oh, sorry.
Saturn.
It's the Atari Jaguar, the Sega Saturn, the Nintendo 64.
Right.
Which is weird because this is technically 32-bit. Was it Nintendo actually 64-bit? I guess
It was.
so.
It was.
Yeah,
It was
I guess so.
64. Yeah.
And the 3DO, which it doesn't matter. That was
I heard of it.
Yeah,
but
that was
I don't know anything
CD
about it.
based. Yeah, it doesn't matter. And more importantly, the new boy on the block, Sony and the PlayStation. Now, there is a very interesting story of why Sony busted out on their own, as opposed to they originally were just going to release as a CD add-on to at first Nintendo and later Sega. I'm not going into that, but please check out Norm in The Video Game Historian. I will link it below. He gives a fantastic history about it. It is fucked up yet funny. That it's crazy the way that the console wars were going on here. Right. It was cutthroat, man. There was billions of dollars at stake, and they were not playing nice.
Wow.
So yes. Now remember. The Atari Jaguar was supposedly like the shit.
Yeah, that's all I remember hearing.
Because it was like the definition of a 64-bit system. That's right. So the other ones are only technically 32, but it was, as I recall, for that reason, extremely expensive.
That was the whole thing too.
Yeah, I don't remember today's money. The Atari Jaguar launched at $250 at the time, which would be about $500 now.
Wow.
Now, it's funny because that's what consoles cost now. But at the day, you know, for comparison, other consoles were like $100 to $150.
Yes.
So it was about almost double the price.
Yeah, I do
And-
remember like that price, actually,
Yeah.
to be honest. I was like, when I was a kid, I was like, holy shit, that's
Yeah.
expensive.
It is funny to look back on, hey, that's not that expensive in relatively.
Yeah.
Wow. But
Gaming
at the
has-
time, just competition, that's
I mean, gaming wasn't near what it is today either. So it's like people are willing to pay
right,
more for
right.
games. Gaming.
And do you remember the Sega Saturn at all?
Oh, yeah. The Sega Saturn, I think, was like the first system I think I can remember that came with Virtua Fighter.
Oh, it might have.
I think I don't know. You could probably research this, and maybe I got it wrong, but I think it was the first system to play a Virtua Fighter at home versus going to an arcade, and that I was kind of obsessed, but I never owned one, so I was kind of sad. But Virtua Fighter is probably my favorite arcade game of all time.
Yeah, I know that. Well, what was the game that you bought and you walked?
Virtua Fighter.
It was Virtua
4.
Fighter? Virtua Fighter 4?
Yeah, I walked 4 miles one way, so I walked 8 miles to a Walmart to buy a Virtua Fighter 4.
That you
That was-
couldn't play, right?
No, I didn't. I was at college, and I didn't. My PlayStation 2 was at home, which wasn't at college, so I just had to have it. So I walked, bought it, and just stared at it for like a week until I went home to play it.
Okay. That makes, if you know Andy, that makes perfect sense.
I don't. It blew my mind that Virtua Fighter came back to the point where it was on consoles because it kind of disappeared. Like I said, that console was the only time I ever saw it on a console other than in an arcade, and I swore to myself I would own that game if it ever came
this
to
was
consoles.
the point where like arcade and PC stuff were rivaled by consoles.
Yeah.
Before consoles were always behind it.
Right.
And now you can be like, oh my, I can do this on a console.
Yeah.
Oh my.
Yeah, I don't know.
Now I real quick, I remember. No, I don't remember. Well, maybe I kind of remember. So the Sega Saturn. This was the downfall start of Sega, and I need to give a little back. We always talked about like games were systems and everything was very different between like Japan and that whole market in the US. Typically everything would release in Japan earlier, sometimes years earlier.
Right.
And it would
Makes
eventually
sense.
go through the thing and the marketing. I don't really know why. That was just kind of the times. And it would end up in the US.
Yeah.
So the Sega Saturn came out. It was already developed, obviously fully functional in Japan.
Yeah.
And it was scheduled for a much later release in the US. But for some reason, Sega bumped it up by several months with no marketing, no nothing. They basically pulled a shadow drop. They're like, hey, guess what? Sega Saturn's out today. Go buy it.
Wow.
And when you're releasing a new console, not a good idea.
Yeah, right? That's not quite the same.
No, it was, yeah, everyone points to that being, that was the beginning of the end.
Yeah, unfortunately, Sega was done.
But it was not their actual end because they did venture on through the next generation into the 6th. Atari, however, did not.
No, they did not make 6.
Jaguar was the final console for Atari. Yeah. Obviously, the 3DO did not go. I mean, that was
3DO.
Philips, I think.
Yeah, nobody knows a 3DO.
You know what? It does not matter. Actually, it was Electronic Arts. That's right. It was them. That's right. They had a console. Doesn't matter. Moving on. All right. So 6th generation. This is, we'll start with the ones people know, is the PlayStation 2.
Nice.
The Nintendo GameCube. The Sega Dreamcast, which was barely hanging on at this point.
Yeah, very
and then now
much so.
Another new player, Microsoft, jumps into the world with the largest console controller ever and the Xbox.
You didn't own the original Xbox.
No, you know what? I bought one. I bought an original Xbox.
Did you?
Well after the Xbox 360 came out. Because remember, I had just graduated college. I
Yeah.
had money to burn, and I wanted to play Halo with you guys.
That was it.
Multiplayer. Yes, that's all it was. I literally bought an Xbox
Just for Halo.
original. I owned one for like 3 months.
Yeah.
Just so we could play original
Man.
Halo for a
Now
little
this was the period where Matt was
Might have
in
been
his
Halo
glory.
2. Might have been Halo 2.
You were in your glory. Now you had everything.
Yeah. I had all the one for the longest time. I had all 3 of the major players. I had
Yeah.
Microsoft product, a PlayStation
Yeah.
product, a Sony product, and a Nintendo product.
Yeah, you were killing it.
Yeah, I did. Never owned the Dreamcast though. Did you ever play the Dreamcast?
And a demo in like GameStop.
Remember they had like the fishing controller?
Yeah.
That was thing that had all those like weird controllers.
Yeah.
And their main controller had like you'd plug in like a little Tamagotchi or almost. It was like a virtual pet.
Yeah.
I'm not even gonna explain any of this, folks. Just do your own research.
Yeah,
It's
if you really care about it. You probably could find one if you really want to.
yeah. So that was the end of Sega. And from here on out, it's just the 3. It's
big
funny
3.
because it's more of a recent thing they became green, blue, and red.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I don't know if that came out of like an E3, whatever, but now we always know as Xbox is Team Green, PlayStation is blue,
Yeah.
and Nintendo's red.
Yeah, well, Mario's red, yeah.
Yeah, but just like their colors that they use for the color
Yeah,
scheme.
right, and all the coloring.
Yeah. All right, so we're gonna jump ahead now. Now we're in the modern times.
Right.
7th generation is Xbox 360,
Right.
PlayStation 3, and the Wii. Yeah, I owned all those. There, yeah. Say what you will, they were pretty on equal footing, except for the Wii. This is where Nintendo went less graphically intense, less
Absolutely.
powerful hardware, but went kind of niche.
Yeah.
And well, as we know now, it worked out for them.
Yeah. They don't need it.
I remember my problem with the Wii was like it was still using component or at best S video cables.
Yeah, right.
Like there's composite at best S video. There's no component or HDMI. I don't even know if HDMI was much of a thing. No, it was. HDMI was a thing, but nope.
They don't
Not for Nintendo.
Nintendo just does whatever they want.
And then we go to 8th gen. We're talking the Wii U, PlayStation 4, Xbox One.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Again, there's these 3 companies just chugging along. And now it brings us to today, which is the PlayStation 5. Nice and easy to understand. And the Xbox Series. Yeah, I guess technically it's just the Xbox Series.
Yeah, because
and then there's the flavor of the X or the S. So the current gen is just the Xbox Series. Microsoft, what are you doing? And I guess now Nintendo Switch 2?
Yeah, that's out now.
I guess that would be considered the 9th generation. I don't know. Yeah. So that was a trip down memory lane for some of you. A boring history lesson for
That's why I had the glasses.
most of you. That's what had the glasses.
If you didn't realize.
I don't know. Throw down. in
What's
the
your
comments.
favorite?
What is your favorite? What do you have the most fond memories of? Which one did you remember spending all of your allowance in buying?
I don't know, but just PlayStation 2 jumps out at me.
Oh, I remember pre-ordering the PlayStation 1 at not Babbage's. What was the other one?
Jesus.
Oh man, it's gonna bother me. I remember pre-ordering at Century 3 Mall, also RIP. And I remember pre-ordering. No, I'm sorry. I bought the PlayStation and pre-ordered Final Fantasy VII.
Oh yeah.
And that was it. No games. So I walked out of there with the console, but no games to play on it. And the guy, I remember the owner or the guy who was checking me out was like, "Wait, did you just buy this PlayStation so you could eventually play Final Fantasy VII and that's it?" And I'm like, "Yes." And I remember my mom just giving me like an unapproved like shake of her head, and the guy at the register being like, "Awesome." I literally spent like $150, all of my money to hopefully in a couple months play a game.
There you go. That's a dedicated.
I did though walk out there. I remember with a demo disc, which
No.
I played the shit out of.
Nice.
I think it had like, Bloody Roar or something.
Oh, yeah, Bloody
who
Roar.
knows, folks? So yeah, times were different, and times they keep a changing.
Yeah, we'll see what happens because they're already talking future consoles, right?
Oh yeah, I might have a little bit to talk about that in the upcoming news segment.
Right.
Well, Andrew, thank you for coming to my historical empire.
I think we need to get you a real cloak.
Wow, that was a weird voice that kind of hurt my throat. Thank you all.
Respawn.
So, if you are following our podcast at this point, we left off on I had a flannel one. I don't know if you remember.
Oh, the inflamed flannel.
Nice. You remember. Okay. So we were talking about it, and it was a little embarrassing, and I hope Kurt didn't. Well, I think Kurt dropped off. Well, I don't think he really listens. My sister hasn't listened to any of our new podcasts. But anyway, I was a little embarrassed. So I talked about the little thing, and then there was an album picture on the tag, and you said Subterranean was the album, and I agreed with you. But technically, the album's called Lunar Strain.
Yeah, okay. Yeah.
So the little bit of, like, you weren't exactly wrong. So they re-released it. I don't know. You can go if you want to Google it all, but they re-released Lunar Strain with Subterranean. Subterranean was an EP that happened shortly. It happened between Lunar Strain and Jester's Race. So they released them together. So it was Lunar Strain and Subterranean. And we said it was Subterranean, and I felt bad. I was like, the actual album's called Lunar Strain. So that was clearing that up.
Okay.
Another In Flames. This is an In Flames.
I like it, man. The world needs some more In Flames episodes.
Oh, I could talk a little more about them, but we're not going to talk about that.
Right. We don't get canceled, apparently.
Wow. Well, that's another thing. Anyway, and then the one little thing, this isn't really a respawn, but I didn't know where to put it. But you've been playing Hades 2 a lot, right?
Yes, I have.
Have you heard about the Easter egg that, you know, you're facing the sirens and there's a clam lady?
Yeah.
If you go in-game into the settings and pause it and turn the volume down on the music, there's a special dialogue, and she gets pissed at you.
Oh, neat.
Because it's all about...
Yeah, her singing and whatnot. Oh, that's fun.
Somebody did that, and I saw it on a reel, and I did it, and she does. It's true. It's not like AI or some shit.
Yeah, that's fun.
So,
all right.
So I thought that'd be fun for you. If you
Yeah, I'll check that out.
Yeah, just turn the music volume down.
Music down. Okay.
And
nice.
she gets pissed at you.
Aw.
Anyway, so I think that's all my respawns.
Lunar Strain / Subterranean.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, it's a slash.
Yeah, I remember that now. I remember that.
It's not an album. All right, so that's all I got.
Yeah.
Until the secret boss.
I got
Oh,
nothing.
wait.
I left season 1 behind. I'm moving on.
Yeah. It's time to move.
What's up? What do you got there?
Well, I don't know where to put this.
I think, is that a news?
News. We'll go news.
Yeah, it's a news. Sorry, folks.
Moving
You're
on.
just gonna
The
have
news.
to wait.
Now it's time for the news.
All right, newsy time. Now, I know it has been, a long time. Well, not really. I mean, like a month and a half since we've been together.
Yeah.
Probably got a lot of news build up, but I don't want to go like real deep, but I got a couple points I want to make.
Okay.
And I know Andrew wants to make some points, and he has a visual aid with him too, which is exciting.
Yeah.
For you podcasters at home.
Yeah.
But for me, it's fantastic. Thank you very much.
So, my, I think it was a Christmas gift or a birthday gift.
They're around the same time. So
Basically.
it's a little confusing for you.
Yeah. So this is a Game Informer and
Physical
yeah,
magazine.
you can hold this shit. So, well, Like, you can tell. It's just quality. So, I'm excited for Game Informer. I'm glad they're back. Matt, maybe?
Yeah,
Maybe
I keep meaning to join.
Yeah.
But it looks like, so those are like nice high quality pages there, not like your typical like
No.
shitty newspaper print.
Oh, this is my third
high gloss.
high gloss. You can tell. They went all quality.
And it makes sense. Like the people that so you can still subscribe and read online.
Right.
Or have the option of getting the physical copy.
Yeah.
Which I'm assuming costs a good premium.
Yeah.
But the people that want that. Like
Yeah.
they're not want a shitty, they want like a collector's. I kind of feel like people that buy a CD or a vinyl.
Well, that's what I was just about to say. Is like I think they're banking on people who like vinyls are gonna want to get back into the
a little nostalgia, a little tactile miss.
I don't know.
You know?
For me, holding something, having something sometimes is just.
Yeah,
But we're older.
I think it's a great idea. I'm very happy they did it. I
Yeah.
hope it works. I should definitely subscribe as well.
I think you probably will.
Yeah, I definitely will.
We know financially we gotta get things straight.
Help me be able to afford Game Informer.
Help this man. It's not a Kickstarter, but help him. Not quite a
That'd be
Kickstarter.
fun. We should do a Kickstarter.
Yeah, maybe we'll do a Kickstarter if you guys don't fucking subscribe.
Like tier 1 is 10 cents.
Jesus Christ, help this poor fucker out. All right. Yeah.
Where are we? Are we on the news
Yeah,
segment
I don't
now?
even know. Where we get lost? Oh, we're in news.
We're in
Jesus.
news.
Longest podcast. We should not take a couple months off.
Oh, I know. Like we completely forgot how to do this. Well, not that we're ever, the best at it,
No,
but
we're-
yeah.
We're something.
I do have something real quick. I want to just throw in there.
Okay.
So we're talking about Game Pass, and I don't know if what you have in the news, if anything's talking about whole Xbox
Yeah, that was one of the ones.
imploding.
Yeah, well, I didn't have imploding. I just he stepped down. Phil Spencer.
So I will preempt that with this is pre Phil Spencer leaving. So we've always like your wife cut down on the Game Pass subscription because it went so expensive.
Yeah.
But I said the Game Pass for PC is actually much cheaper.
Right.
And Xbox confirms highly anticipated Zombies game is coming to Game Pass next week. Sounds like oh, cool. I have Game Pass. Great. Now, this game isn't anything I really know of. It's called Quarantine Zone. It sounds fine. But the fun part is it's not available on consoles. It's a PC-only game.
Okay.
So yet again, someone like me who doesn't buy into the ecosystem of Xbox, I can play it for cheaper than someone that owns an Xbox console and pays much more for Game Pass cannot play this game.
Wow. They're not thinking.
Something's not quite going on right. And that may lead into Mr. Spencer. Dude, Phil Spencer has been head of Xbox for like as long as was there anyone else? I
don't even
I think it
know.
was just him.
Yeah.
Like he's synonymous.
Yeah.
Not synonymous.
Some mom.
Synonymous.
It doesn't matter. He's your mom.
So yeah, that's quite a shakeup. And also the president then quit right after he retired.
Oh, I didn't hear that.
Yeah, the whole everyone's just kind of shifted around, and then the new person taking over was in charge of AI for Microsoft. Yeah. So that doesn't sit well with a lot of people.
Yeah, I saw a lot of people being upset, and she has no background in gaming.
Yeah, which is common for these types of things, and like CEOs, they're in charge people. They don't have anything to do with the brand itself.
Yeah, and that's what I always like. Me and Haley, my wife, were talking. I was like, it's just amazing. Like CEOs are just like, you didn't work here, go over there, see what happens.
I know.
It's like,
and they get paid to leave. They get paid to fail.
Yeah, like you blew up this company. That's all right. You get a couple $1 million, and then you get hired somewhere else.
Yeah, it's
an interesting vibe of. They're so-called needed, but yet
I don't know. Yeah,
I'm not.
That's a whole discussion.
I'm not real confident in it, but it's interesting as a woman. Maybe that's something, but I don't know.
Yeah, And maybe she is a shakeup they need.
Yeah, that's
because
what
they
I mean.
obviously need a shakeup.
Yeah. It sounds like they're, like you said, like a dying ship a little bit.
I mean, they need to do something. I think we hate on Xbox a lot, but first of all, it's not unwarranted.
Yeah,
And it's saying, I mean, think about like we kind of love on PlayStation, but we just discussed like me and you don't actually do PlayStation.
Not
a lot.
anymore.
We're basically PC guys. So
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't. It's not that I don't care. I don't hate any of these consoles.
Me
any
either.
of these makers. I think competition is good. I actually very much so don't want Xbox to go away.
Yeah.
Because that will small the market, and that ain't good for any of us.
No.
So I want them to stay, but they gotta do something because this ain't working what they're doing.
Do something,
Yeah.
motherfucker.
Ugh.
Yeah. Yeah, that's the biggest news, I guess. Yeah. Well, I don't know. Anyway.
What else you got?
Well, I got so much news. I'm going to try to be quick about it so we don't waste our lives. Let's see. Here's a title. Oh, Kingdom Come to Studio cut this feature because it was too bizarre and too much work.
Wait. All right. Too bizarre. Too much work.
Yeah.
Okay. I cannot wait to hear what from this game, which was too much work.
Okay. Oh, all right. I vaguely remember this.
Nice.
So I didn't fully read this, but I guess the gist of it is weight management. They decided that weight management, like he could get too fat or too.
Oh, not carry weight, but
No. I'm sorry. Yeah, like
weight of the
I guess San Andreas GTA did it, like where you could get a little too fat or too muscular. I mean, not too muscular, but you could be muscular or too fat. So,
I'm not worried about my weight in real life. That's what I really want is how worry about how fat my avatar is.
yeah, exactly. So I guess they cut that.
Thank God.
You never played it. You might not say that. You might have been like, this is all the game needed. I just wanted to fucking do push-ups.
You're right. I shouldn't judge a game that I have not played. Oh,
so there you go. So no worrying about your fucking weight. At least in Kingdom Come.
That is something.
And we're talking about your actual physical weight of the person.
Right.
So there was a cancellation apparently of a new Bethesda MMO. This is the headline. Now I'm reading these and figuring it out in time. The game was called Project Blackbird.
This all sounds a little bit familiar, but I got a lot of video game knowledge just rattling around in my head, and I can't keep it all straight.
So there was something like that. Over here is a dribble. Okay. All right. So that's it. Figure it out.
All right. I got a.
All right, Matt.
I got a kind of a funny one.
Okay. Weird, funny one.
So, Ant-Man.
Yeah.
Here's what I want you to guess for me.
Oh, a little fun trivia.
Okay. So, according to user score,
Right.
okay,
Okay.
the number one game on Metacritic is Claire Obscure with a 9.5.
Wow.
Which is really high because, users
Hate everything.
Yeah, hate everything. But there is a whole bunch of games in the 9.3 category, including Metal Gear Solid, Silent Hill 2, The Witcher 3, Warcraft 3.
Nice.
That's
some good stuff.
Yeah. Some things of that. And if you go down the list, we're talking about like Gran Turismo 4 is like 9.2. So it's tough because a lot of games are really, really close.
Yeah.
But there is one game that has just risen between the 9.5 of Claire Obscure, which everyone says will never be beaten because it just got love bombed, if you will.
Oh.
And the 9.3 of those other games. So there was another game that has just risen to the title of 9.4. Can you guess that game?
Love bomb.
The answer is fucking no. I'm not even going to have you guess because there's no chance.
We're not going to waste time.
No, we're not going to waste time. The game is Disney's Corey in the House. I'm sorry. Technically, no. I'm sorry. It's a tie-in game to the series Corey in the House.
What?
Yes, I know. There's a lot of what's, and I believe, it's a Nintendo DS game. Even more throwing this into obscure. It was released on April 14th, 2008.
What?
Yes. Okay.
That's when I got on my job.
So, I guess this game, this show in general has been subject of a lot of memes. It wasn't a good show to begin with, and the game itself is apparently abysmal and terrible. But for some reason, just because of think about like the whole GameStop stocks thing.
Yeah.
The internet decided to just throw a bunch of love,
Right.
which is weird,
But
and
that's how it works.
that is how it works. Like I don't.
You could do that for us. You could love bomb us.
love bomb us and just for no reason make us the number 2 game in history.
What about if we beat Joe Rogan? Like for like one day.
I know. Just one day, let us beat Joe.
Yeah.
Come on. If Corey in the House.
Yeah. Come on.
And
That's a no-brainer.
I just, but it's nice to see if something got pushed up rather than like review bombed.
Yeah.
So that's nice.
Well, speaking of review bombing, did you hear? You've been involved in the Night of the Seven Kingdoms, correct?
No, I haven't watched it yet.
Oh, you haven't watched it?
No.
Okay.
I kind of want to wait, maybe watch it with you guys.
It's on our new LG TV. It might be something. We're doing it. But anyway, so there was this crazy little battle, we'll just call it. So you realize you've watched Breaking Bad, right?
Yes.
So the last episode's called like Ozymotos. Osmandius.
Yes.
It's got a perfect 10 out of 10 on IMDb, which their fan base has like corralled it and deemed it worthy. Well, one of the episodes of Night of Seven Kingdoms, because fans were so excited that I started reviewing it even before it was out as a 10 out of 10. And then when it was released, I guess they kept Anyway, it was kind of in the 10 out of 10 category. Okay. So, believe it or not, the Breaking Bad fans didn't like something else occupying the same territory as a 10 out of 10. So they review bombed the whole episode to knock it down from 10 out of 10. So then Game of Thrones or Night of the Seven Kingdoms fans returned the favor and knocked that episode specifically out of 10 out of 10. So now it's sitting at a 9.8.
See, this is why I don't care about reviews.
Exactly.
They mean nothing. I don't.
But they earned it, and it's funny because it was like a 13-year record of them that episode being a 10 out of 10.
It's funny they attacked it as much as they could and only got down by 0.2.
Yeah, it was nothing. It was, IMDb has their own thing. But anyway, they earned it. I guess if you're going to fuck with somebody else's IP. I used to be that way with music. I'd be like, oh, my band is better than your band. But at the end of the day, who gives a shit?
Yeah. Just enjoy, like what you like, man.
Yeah. Just all that. Like, why is something else occupying the same territory?
Yeah, why does something else
lessen what you like?
Yeah. Ugh.
I don't get that whole. But anyway.
I agree, buddy.
I have no clue where we are in this episode.
Some more news.
Yeah, we're going back in the news.
What else? What's next?
All right, I got some more news. Let's see. This is a headline. I'm going to read it to you, and maybe you'll decipher for me. Claire Obscure, still in headlines. Expedition 33 developers hid the meanings behind dozens of characters and enemy names within the game's code. Did you hear about that?
I have not.
Does that do anything for you?
I don't know. Maybe. Okay. I know that. Well, maybe because there's a lot of. How would you see the game code without digging into the game code? Right. You have to. All right. So it's just in the hid spoilers there.
Yeah.
Yeah. So interesting, but I wouldn't want to talk about it because that game is very.
Still,
It's
spoiler.
it's spoilerable,
Yeah.
but yeah. So here's the thing with that game. Like, I could spoil it for someone who's halfway through the game and they'd be pissed at me. I could spoil it for someone who will never play the game, like you, and I did, and it has no impact whatsoever.
Oh, really? You spoil it for me.
Yeah.
Now, fuck you.
I did the one day. Like I don't understand. We might have been drinking a little bit. So it's
Never
weird
happens.
because you shouldn't spoil it for likes or fun. It
gotcha.
doesn't make good content because
Right.
if you're not in it, it's so meaningless.
I gotcha. That's interesting.
Yeah, it's very interesting.
Sounds like a game you should play.
Yes. Maybe.
All right, here's another one. HyperX. And you have their headphones.
Oh,
I
yeah,
see them
you
up
have
there.
you have their headphones as well.
I do. They're not here with me. They're making a neurable, or trying to make your brain better at gaming. So I did read this article, and it sounds like it's like a brain, like somehow the headphones make your brain better. We'll go with that. I'm not gonna fucking go with it. It's kind of like when cars show off like the most advanced technology, but it's not going to be available for like 50 years later. But they just try to create the most absurd thing. I guess that's the equivalent. So I guess they created headphones that could help improve your brain.
Okay. Seems a little.
So I think it's good for like Alzheimer's and dementia and shit like that eventually.
A little sci-fi, a little bit of gaming, a little bit of technology.
I don't know. Again, I read that probably 2 months ago, and I'm not going to reread it just in real time for you.
Okay. So I'm going to throw a little bit of sci-fi at you. I don't know if you saw this headline, but the UK Ministry of Defence has announced the high-power laser system Dragonfire successfully shot down drones traveling at speeds up to 403 miles per hour. So, it's easy, whatever. So, literally, dude, they invented turbo lasers. Like, this is a laser gun. It's a fucking laser gun.
We're done.
They're done. I know. It's Star Wars. Bam. Done. That's it. We don't need to produce anything else ever in the world.
We got lasers, everybody.
We have freaking lasers.
We got freaking lasers, and we just need a sword. That's a laser, right?
Yeah, we just need a lightsaber, and signs can stop.
Yeah. I mean, if you do design a lightsaber, is there anything else you need to do? That's a good point, man. All right, let's keep going through random headlines. Oh, I guess I won't go over this because we're pretty long. But there's been a lot of actors named because
God of War. Yep.
And I saved a bunch of them.
Yeah. So what do you think? Let's go through it. Do you have them?
I have.
Let's
Ryan
talk
Hurst. I have this one. This article talks about Ryan Hurst as Kratos.
What do you think about that?
Nah, didn't like it.
Ooh.
Sorry.
I found it crazy because he was in the game.
Was he?
Yeah. Ryan Hurst voiced Thor in the video game.
Wow, I didn't know that. Well, I didn't play the second one.
Oh, you didn't? That's right. So that's crazy. Like, he was already involved in the games, and they cast him as the main character. I
have no issues. I mean, I'm sure he'll do a fine job. I
don't know him at all, except from
the
Thor.
only reason I know him is from Remember the Titans. Did you see that?
Yes, but I don't remember.
Remember the clue. Yeah, he was in, and I just thought his acting was so.
So,
and I just,
okay, so I will. He was amazing as Thor.
Was he?
He did a very good job.
And that's what I mean. Like, he's probably like that was. He was super young in Remember the Titans because like they were supposed to be high school kids, even though they were probably in their 20s and 30s. But
okay,
so he was pretty young considering his career. So I'll watch it just to see. But I did not picture him being Kratos.
I didn't, but he was very much in the. A lot of people did. A lot of people thought he was going to get the part.
Oh, really?
That. Yes, which is weird to me that he did get it. I'm like, oh shit. I guess I wasn't the only person.
But he's got to be like. The thing is, I hope they do justice. You know, like I like Star Wars and all, but kind of like with Obi-Wan and from the prequels and Anakin.
Yeah.
Like they weren't fighters, but they learned how to freaking fight for those movies.
Okay.
Say what you want about the prequels, but like he's got to learn to be physical.
And is he not? Or
I don't know. I'm just saying, like he's better be like. I hope he takes it serious, and he. I don't know if he maybe he is already a master at whatever.
Now,
but you got to be able to fight to be Kratos.
Yeah, right.
Like I don't want to see it look like a CGI or a stand-in.
Saying, yeah, you got to be a badass physical.
Like I would hope that's where they're going with it.
It has to be. I can't imagine they not.
Yeah, that's what I hope.
Now, who would you have preferred? Do you have a?
No, I wouldn't. I
mean, I would have loved to
Jackie Chan.
I would have loved it. I think a lot of people would have loved him in Christopher Judge.
Yeah, I heard that.
But he's just everyone says he's too old. He can't have that physicality anymore.
Again, like if he's capable, you got to be able to like fight.
Yeah,
and
I'm assuming so. His big role was
prison fighting, right?
Yeah. What was that?
Oz?
No. Not Oz. No.
I don't know.
Oh my God, we are so terrible.
We're almost something.
Yeah. Anyways, I think he fought a lot in that show.
All right. Well,
Sons of Anarchy.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Never seen it.
Anyway, so let's see if I can find my other actors who were in there.
The rest. I was very excited about the rest of the cast. I think, but
here's the God of War live action Odin.
Oh yeah, Odin is seems fine. I like that. Like that pick.
Oh yeah, the dude from Princess Bride. Probably a lot of people know him from.
Yeah.
I know him from Homeland. Did you ever see Homeland?
No, I never did see Homeland. But I think the big pick. I know everyone wanted to play Thor. The guy that got the part to play Thor.
Oh yeah, I think it says it, but I can't remember.
Yeah, he's a big ass guy. He was in
Olafur Dar E. Olafsson.
Yes, he was in Severance.
I didn't see the latest season.
Oh yeah, he was. I don't know if it was the first. He's definitely the second season. He is
not the second.
A big dude. He looks like
Thor.
Thor in the actual.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. Not Disney Thor.
Yeah, not that motherfucker. Let's see. Anything? God of War. Sif, I'm
excited.
Teresa Palmer.
Yeah.
So that's another actor.
Yeah. Looks a lot like Sif, I felt like. So,
Okay,
so far I've been good.
Matt's happy.
Yeah.
You officially are God of War.
Yeah. I wish I would have had them all up here, but I don't know. Even whoever they got to play Atreus seemed fine. I know another person I didn't really know. So,
but it's moving.
It's moving. I'm excited.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
All right.
All right.
All right.
All right.
I'm sure there'll be a lot of.
Give another Fallout.
I bet you there'll be a lot of dick slapping in the wind.
Wait, is it HBO?
Yeah, I don't know.
Oh.
Who the fuck knows?
Wow, it's your news story. You're supposed to know.
I don't know.
Oh my God, this was like
This is season 2.
So you're like a God of War. I guess this is that one guy. I don't remember his name.
Yeah.
All right.
Fuck it. Man, fuck it.
Oh, right.
You don't come here to hear the true news.
You can find that on the internet anywhere.
Yeah.
For here, you're going to hear vague descriptions.
You will. You'll hear a lot of shit. You'll regret it.
Oh my God.
Right.
And a lot of wait. What was that one
what?
guy?
Yeah, what?
One thing.
All right. All right.
That's why we get the big bucks, folks.
Yep.
All right, and man, any
There's a couple.
concrete news, maybe?
There's nothing concrete here.
All right.
Did you watch? We'll save that for future quests. Let's see. Here's a headline. I have some sad stuff. I'm gonna X out the sad stuff because we're feeling happy.
I had
Some
downers,
people got
too.
laid off.
Yeah,
unions.
I had. Oh my god, I had so many of those. Yeah, let's not. I know it's sad. It sucks. I'm sorry for you guys.
Yeah.
But let's keep it up. Let's keep it up.
Let's just be happy for a second. Oh yeah, this might be future. I'll say that future. This is another movie. A movie news. So this is news. Helldivers is becoming a movie. Did you know that?
I think maybe yes, because so remember hearing the Helldivers becoming a movie, and they were also going to bring back Starship Troopers as a movie.
Oh.
But for Starship Troopers, they were going to go more serious rather than a parody.
Okay.
So that the Helldivers movie is going to actually be more
More of
Starship Troopers movie.
Oof. But Jason Momoa, he's been signed on to
Cool, I'm down.
to handle something, whatever the fuck.
Wicked down.
And we like him.
I liked him ever since
Game of
Stargate
Thrones.
Atlantis.
Oh wow, even further back.
Way further back, bitch.
Ooh, Matt's old. So let's see what else. Oh yeah, Diablo has introduced the Warlock. That's a little subtle, like kind of almost out of nowhere. You remember Diablo Warlock?
No.
I don't know. Anyway,
Adam Warlock?
no, like a warlock, like a wizard.
Yeah.
That's a new update.
Like a new class you could be?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, and they just tossed it in with Diablo 4, and now it's in Diablo 2 Resurrection, but I think you have to pay for it. But
Oh, that's a back? Wow, that's crazy.
yeah, like it's now in that as well as Diablo 4.
That's fun. I did not know that.
So there's and I looked, and it sounds pretty cool, but you have to pay for it. Baldur's Gate TV series is set for HBO.
I saw that. That's interesting because it's supposedly a sequel
Yeah.
to the game.
Yeah.
And yet has nothing to do with the game.
Oh, I didn't see all that. So.
Obviously Larian is not involved at all. So for those of us that maybe never beat the game, might be a little confused. I don't know.
You never beat the goddamn.
I'm just saying.
You're not in
those
that.
are theoretic-
You're not in that
those are
realm.
Theoretically, some people that I don't know. But,
All right. The last thing, I guess.
You know what? I know. I'll pop in there.
Oh,
brought up Baldur's Gate 3. So, quote, and this was the beginning of an article from PC Gamer. It says, "Child labor is unbeatable."
Jesus. Wow. Do you want to be the bad guy in the next video game? That's you.
It's not where you think. So this is a trick that uses an exploit, basically using transmog and morph. So what you do is you basically find a kid in the game,
Okay.
and you transmog them into a sheep, more or less. Or do you have to have one of your characters that can do that?
Okay.
There's a whole thing where you have to whatever.
Right.
You basically have to go through all these processes and kind of go through like a glitch of like a save game real quick. Basically, you can make all these kids companions of your companion.
Oh.
Now, that's part one. Part two is because of a German law that they decided rather than just making localization, they made it a general rule that kids in the game can't be killed.
Oh, yeah, true.
So essentially, your companion has an unkillable army of children. You can just go through the game and have an unbeatable army of child slaves.
Wow.
Which, hey, that's Baldur's Gate is all about.
That's what I was looking for. I didn't know it.
So that's a playthrough that you could go for.
That game is insane. I can't believe it. And then, like, local news, Pittsburgh news, and real quick,
Oh!
sorry, I wanted to just... There is a former Pittsburgh church reopening as an arcade
Yes,
And-
I'd heard that as well.
in Duquesne. I don't know much about it. I can't speak on it.
But we will. Well,
Maybe
we
we'll-
should do a video there.
Yeah, maybe we'll do
Be
something.
down with that, right?
Yeah, we'll check out the church. It seems like a better use of a church. Aye, slam
Ew.
against the old religion.
Oh, but no, yeah. Let's why don't we plan a little something there?
Yeah.
We'll bring maybe borrow some GoPros from your brother-in-law.
Yeah. Maybe we'll bring my brother-in-law and we can meet the guy who can maybe teleport. We already figured that
He
out.
can be the cameraman. That's how these like YouTube channels
Yeah.
I notice. Like they bring like a friend to make them be the
Yeah, he could be a good cameraman.
cameraman. Or if school's not in, your nephew.
Oh, Alex.
Yeah, he'd probably be good.
He's a good cameraman.
Yeah, I think he does that shit, right?
He used to.
Yeah, I don't know. College kids. I mean,
They do whatever.
they bounce around between 400 things. And
I think he is actually a bouncer, speaking of bouncing.
yes, which was
But he's not like a bouncer because he lives the true, like, bouncing to some other guys because he's not.
he's more of a hey, that guy's caught in trouble.
Yeah, kind of that one a bouncer.
He's more of a yeah, whatever.
I don't know what that is.
All right.
That's the
So
news.
that was the news.
Good job, everybody. You're sticking with us.
Season 2 news.
Future quests.
Right. Get out your Nostradamusities. Andrew Stramus.
Okay. Yep.
And what are you what you got coming up? What are you gonna be playing? What are you gonna be playing?
Well, before we get in maybe what I'm going to play, I just wanted to talk. This could have been in the news, and I mentioned it a little bit if you were listening the whole time. But there's a new Castlevania game
yes,
by
there is.
Dead Cells creators.
Yeah, what are you thinking about that?
I'm a little nervous, to be honest.
You saw a little bit of it. It looks like a
I actually didn't see any of it.
oh.
Or maybe we watched it.
No, we didn't. I just saw something. It kind of it reminds me of Bloodstained,
Okay.
which is funny. It's almost like they're copying the game that's copying them.
Yeah. I just Dead Cells. I love Dead Cells, to be honest.
Yeah.
But it just was hard,
Oh, really? Yeah. Well, yeah. That was that game was not for me.
and I don't know. Like, if this game is that difficult, I will play it. I just don't know if I'll stick with it after like one player, because like those games are like I've read enough that said they're not going to do the roguelite or rogue whatever.
Okay.
Whether that's true or not, I don't know. But I've seen that. It's just with Dead Cells, like you really had to play through the levels a lot.
Yeah. I don't think this is that. It seems like a true to. What is it? It's what's the name of the game?
I didn't see the name. I didn't know there was a name.
What?
Man, it doesn't matter.
I guess I'll pop it up under. Yeah. Wow. Okay. That's not what I expected you to say. I assumed it was gonna be.
Yeah, I mean, I'm excited. I don't know.
Was Belmont's Curse? Yeah.
Is that really what it's called?
Yep. Belmont's Curse.
Okay. I'm in. I'm kind of in. Like, they got combat down, and if you said it's not going to be exactly like a Dead Cells game,
I didn't. From what I gathered from it didn't look like. It looked like it was gonna be your typical,
Yeah.
Metroidvania game.
Yeah, well, I'm in then.
All right.
Yeah, so cool. I actually had one more, but I guess I exited out of it. So go ahead, man.
I am probably just going to. I should definitely get back to Ender Magnolia. That's one game I regret that over the past couple of weeks. I've been very busy. I'd like to get back to that one.
Mm-hmm.
I will absolutely get back to the game that shall not be named. Not the coachable. Coachable?
Couchable.
Not that game. The game that I'm making the video on. I'm definitely gonna get back to that.
Are you loving it?
I am so far.
Or without
Yeah.
spoiling.
Yeah. I am, and I really want to. I've been wanting to just spend an entire day just playing the game. Unfortunately,
Really?
making the video for it is not allowing me to enjoy it so much.
See this man's in pain
right,
for your enjoyment.
guys. For you guys. That's all. I guess I should finish Hades just like you. I got a little burned out on it. I'm like 5 runs through both top and bottom, and I'm
Yeah. Well, I saw you beat the upper world guy.
yeah. Oh yeah, you saw in the video, but yeah, I think I've done them both about 5 times equally.
I can't believe it. I didn't watch the end because I haven't beat the dude up top.
At all?
No.
Oh,
That's where I quit. I almost beat him, and then he killed me in the last second. And I said, I'm kind of done.
yeah. He's
Kind of annoying.
He is. I think all these you need a certain build. Like, yeah, there is. Like, I'm pretty strong with the axe build. That one, the axe. But anyways, yeah, they're not. Yeah, whatever.
It just gets tiring.
It does. But I want to beat it because I got to beat it. I've never not beaten a Supergiant game, so I have to do it. But that's my only goals for right now. Probably a little more ball pit just for a little bit of drunken fun.
Ball pit.
And I don't know. I'll have to try something else out to do Maddie Flames plays.
This kind of maybe with news, but Starfield, it sounds like it's imminent. Some new stuff from Starfield.
Yeah, it's a little bit about that.
Todd Howard talked about, for people who care, Elder Scrolls. That was kind of newsy, but he said they're going back to their tried and true formula. And people freaking out because they're like, oh, well, we knew from Starfield your formula sucks. But I think he just meant, like, it's not going to... Starfield was a little... You know, it wasn't as explory heavy. It was more... And I think that's all he meant. Was like, it's going to be exploring heavy. But anyway, there's a lot of drama.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm excited for whatever Bethesda does. I'm in it. I'm in it to win it.
All right. Cool.
So...
Are you going to dig a hole?
No.
Unless it's your grave.
That's my grave or the ball pit.
Okay.
So...
All right.
Yeah, if it involves
Well,
that...
I think that was a successful podcast.
Yes, so thank you guys for joining us yet again. This is year 2, season 2. Can you believe it? I can't. Thank you again for all of your support.
Don't forget, go to our YouTube and watch the boss battle. Matt,
Oh, yes.
explore a castle
Castle. A whole entire castle.
built in Minecraft. Could be something.
That's right. So, thank you guys. Yes, yet again for joining us. I'm Matty Flames.
Andrew Wiles.
And remember, if you can't equip it, sell it.